So the song itself is in the key of E minor. The guitar's in standard tuning. So we have the second fret on D going to open on D. Open meaning no note, you're just ringing the D string as it is. Then the third fret on the A string, which is a note C. The fifth fret on the D string, down to the fourth fret on the D string, down to the second fret on the D string, and that's you back to the start. And that repeats, it just loops the whole way through the song. That's the chord progression. In figure 2 we add in additional notes. The first one, we make each of them, they turn from single notes into power chords. We're adding in, with the first note, we're adding in the fourth fret on the G string. So it'll be, that's the way it's going to sound, you know, that bit as it develops. So that's the first one. The second fret on D and the fourth fret on G go into the open string on D and the second fret on the G string. Then the third fret on the A string and the fifth fret on the D string. The fifth fret on the D string and the seventh fret on G. Then the fourth fret on D and the fifth fret on the B string, and the G string, which is in between those two notes, is muted by the underside of your index finger. You don't want that to ring out on the fret that it's covering, otherwise it would sound like this. You know, which isn't actually that bad, but you just want to hit the two notes themselves. Then it runs like this then. And that's why it loops. So here's figure 1 and figure 2. Become proficient in playing this. You can mess around with it a little bit and put your own spin on it once you learn the chord progression. So if you want to mess around with it, why don't you add a bit of distortion, and because it's in the key of E minor, you can add in any E minor notes as licks and phrases between the chord progression. Showing you figure 1 and figure 2. I'll call this figure 3, and it goes like this. So that might seem slightly more complicated to some of you. It isn't. If you're able to follow what I played there just by looking at the guitar and hearing the notes, that's the best way to do it. I'll give you a couple of pointers in terms of the fret positions. So we're starting off on the G string and the second fret, and it's a hammer on and pull off. And then it's finishing on the third fret on the B string. What I'm doing there is sliding on the G string from the second to the fourth fret back to the second, and then it's open on G. There it finishes the fourth fret on the D string to open on G. Then we're palm muting with our palm, the guitar, so we're stopping the strings from ringing out so much. We're on the fifth fret on the D string and the fourth fret on G. Down down to open on D and the 2nd fret on G. And then here you can add in your 3rd finger, it'll hit the 5th fret on the G string and pull off. That's it. Then we move on to figure 4. Figure 4 is the same melody as figure 3, it's just further up the guitar. I'll play it so you understand what I mean. So that last bit I played there is just the link to get from figure 4 back down to figure 3. So what I did, I started off, I just barred the G and B string together on the 12th fret with my index finger, and palm muted the strings again a bit. And then the melody comes in by using your 3rd finger on the 14th fret of the G string. And then the 13th fret on the bass string. Then there I bend the 14th to the 16th fret. And then that's the 15th fret on D, 16th fret on the G string. And then this little link is the 9th fret on D and the 7th fret on G. Then the 5th fret on D and the 4th fret on G. And then slide the 4th fret on G down to the 2nd fret and then open. And then the open string on D and the 2nd fret on the G string. And then you finish it off with those 2 notes, which is the 4th fret on D and then open on G. And that's essentially it. Another wee melody I add in during the song, which you'll recognise, is so that's just you bar the G and the bass string, and you're adding in the melody with the what is the 8th fret on the bass string. So you have these notes. Then you can slide that up to again the 12th. So you can just play around with that. Those are just some notes from the E minor scale. But you should know the essentials of the song now. You'll be able to put that together, add in the melodies, listen to how John Mayer plays or how I play it in my video, and just use figure 1 and figure 2 as a backing track almost, and then you're adding in the melody. But I encourage you to play around with it and come up with your own version of the song.